So here we are again. Double episode, looking at game weeks 2 and 3 for the FPL ROland Rat series on YouTube. There he is. There's the grand prize. I urge anyone who wants to join our league, the link will be in the description below. And please subscribe, like, alarm, all that jazz. But without further ado, let's bring up the horror show that has been week 2 and 3 for both myself and Dave. So this is Dave. Dave, you talk us through it. This is your week 2.
Thanks, mate.
Last weekend's week 3.
This debacle, mate. This debacle. So, yeah, Nick, I'm quite ashamed of this week, mate. I mean,
you had Darwin in.
Yeah, I had Darwin, and then I transferred him out.
Yeah, you had Matoma on the bench.
Yeah. No, that was what we talking? We talking a week?
Well, this is week 2. This is week 2 we're on at the moment.
Right. Yeah.
This is beforehand. So
week 2. So let's look at what's happened the last couple of. In fact, let's be honest. Since game week 3, I mean, first week I had 19 points sitting on my bench, Nick.
Yeah.
Picked the wrong bench options. And then on game week 2, you can see there that I've got
16 points on the bench.
The big dog sitting there on the bench there. Give me 2 seconds, Nick. I'm just going to. It's a bit unprofessional, but I'm just going to grab my gigs because I can't see the screen. 1 second.
This is technical issues of YouTube videos.
Technical issue, my friend.
Glasses are key.
The glasses he's got on now. Right, great. So we've got Matoma sitting there, 12 points sitting there. I mean, that's quite a nice amount of points sitting there, isn't it?
Wow, if you consider what you had in here that week, absolutely, Matoma would have been a
I mean, look at. I mean, who would have predicted that Pedro was sitting on the bench that week?
Yeah.
And he comes on. I mean, I was gutted when he got brought on at the end of that game. I was just like, leave it out. Leave it out. And then obviously everyone's captain Haaland, so there's no issues with that one.
No, that is what it is. You didn't get a goal, but
there's no issues with that. We've got no problem with that. But I mean, for me, the big another one, the bad one there is Gabriel. So for the first 2 weeks, I mean, I didn't transfer him out for Saliba, which had, all the content creators jumped on Saliba.
Yeah.
So I've had 2 poor weeks with Gabriel. He's not playing.
Let's go to game week 3 then and see what changed. So so
we've got nothing from the keeper. Absolutely nothing from City United keeper there. No. Chilwell's a good return. Nice.
Chilwell had a good game. You take that all day long. 6, great.
So so out goes Gomez.
Yeah.
Out went Gomez, and in came Wissa, and he done nothing for me. So Gomez, obviously, who's hauled big time. And look at that, Maddison. He was injured. So ridiculous that what I should have done is put him out on the pitch, Nick. And then if he didn't play, then he'd get benched.
Yeah. And then also,
these are the rookie mistakes, mate. Rookie mistake. Look, 10 points. And can you go back to my week 1, mate? So let's look at my first sub. 10 points, 12 points, and then what was the first week? Wow. 7 points. Look at that bench. 14, look, 7, 7, 5.
16, 21 points on the bench
on that first week, and then I went into week 2 was 10 points, and then 12 points week 3. It's ridiculous, my benches, mate. I mean, I'm having some bad luck with that, mate, with the choices.
Yeah.
And then getting rid of Darwin, and then he comes in and bang.
Absolutely. So what's your thoughts on sorry, let me just go back in. More technical issues that we have in here in
FPL ROland Rat.
Yeah. But yeah, what's your thoughts on week 4 then?
Well, let's have a look at it because I've done some transfers, mate.
Okay, nice. All right,
because I just jump in, mate. I mean, I can't even hold myself back. I mean, that's half my problem is that I just want to do something all the time with FPL.
Yeah.
And I hold back, Nick. I really do hold back because I just want to. If I could field 12 forward attackers, I would. That's the sort of FPL manager I am.
Oh, absolutely. I think we're all that.
I mean, that's why I always favour strikers and stuff, because I just want goals and just glory, and I just love all that. But not always the best thing, mate, is it?
Absolutely, and that's the thing, isn't it? It's not always the best thing, but
no.
In the long run, though, you
got to have fun out of it, though, haven't you? You got to have some fun.
Yeah, exactly that.
I mean, I'll tell you what I did actually. What I will say, what one positive I did do last game week, which worked out for me, is I didn't captain Haaland.
Okay, yeah.
So just a point on that. If you look at my captain's choice was Jackson. I was pleased with that. He's got his goal. And obviously Haaland missed the penalty. Got his goal, but he missed the penalty, so he obviously lacked. He got the. So I was better off with Jackson, but you could pretty much picked anyone last week really over to Haaland, and you would have got some good points. Saka or any of them really. Gomez,
Well, let's have a look at the team. There was loads now, so you've made some changes in here.
So is this bringing up the changes, mate? Is this? Oh, it is. Yeah. So I've got. If you have a look, I put in Ederson, mate, in goal.
Ederson in goal. Gabriel's back in. Jackson up front. Yeah.
I've put the captain on him, mate.
On Jackson, do you reckon? Not in Forest, I suppose. I mean, then Haaland's got Fulham. I mean, they're both going to be pretty.
Yeah, look, you know what? It might be a last-minute change, but I've got. The problem I've got is that we're sitting. Both of us now are sitting in the 3 millions. I think when you get to that point, the only way you can sort of strike out these content creators and the ones that are doing well at the moment is going differential, mate. It's trying to, because if everyone's got Haaland, so if he has a bad game and you hit on someone who scores a couple of goals, then you're closing the gap.
Absolutely.
Obviously, the other way around, you're getting further away. But I could go for a Foden. I could go for a Whistle. Could go for a Foden. I could. There's loads of options there, mate. To be honest, I'd say it was between. Foden, Wissa, Jackson, and Haaland. All those four, to be fair.
Yeah.
And you wait. Matoma scores a couple of goals or something against Newcastle. I mean, he's sitting on the bench.
I know. Have you seen that Brighton could be about to loan Ansu Fati from Barcelona? Ansu Fati, who has a €1 billion release clause in his contract.
Wow.
Going on loan to Brighton Hove Albion from Barcelona.
I tell you what, Brighton are shrewd people, mate.
They are.
I don't know. I do not know who's doing their scouting, but I tell you something, mate. They have got it right, those guys.
Absolutely. I mean, all right, yes, Cucurella flopped at Chelsea, but what a signing he was for Brighton. You've got Matoma, Estepan, Pedro. If they can get in Ansu Fati, I mean, that could be one for the dream team, to be honest. That guy, he scores for fun. He's a great player.
Yeah, and look at the money they're making on when they buy someone in and sell them on. I mean, they're just ridiculous, man. Great business they're making. And you look at the likes of United, unfortunately, you may have to say it, Nick.
Can't sell anything for toffee, can they?
Well, it's a funny one, isn't it? It's a funny one, mate. I just don't really understand what's happening. I mean, it's just not. They're not gelling at the moment.
No, bad place indeed. Right, let me bring up my my natural disaster. One sec. Let me bring up my team.
I'll tell you what frustrated me, Nick, is that I was banging on about Gomez from the beginning. Nuno.
Yeah.
And Liverpool was shocking. They should have lost the game. He comes on and makes all the difference. And that is,
I know.
I mean, why just keep him on the bench? Just play the man.
Exactly.
Play the man. He's the best player they've got. It proved it. I said that on that pod, that first pod.
I know, 100%. So let me go back.
And I was excited about it. Maybe it's going to turn now. Maybe Gomez's time's now.
Yeah, exactly.
I think what's happening is some of these managers, they're looking at Pep's rotation. They're wanting a piece of it. I don't think it works for every team.
It doesn't. It
doesn't work. And I think, the likes of Arsenal are doing it, trying to do it. Liverpool are trying to do it. But I think that's
Well,
been their Achilles heel.
Liverpool don't
I think City are just clever at doing it, and they've got the players that they seem to be good at coming in and doing it.
But the thing is, with Pep, he's got 2 teams that can win the Premier League. To be honest,
yeah.
He's got 2 lots of first-team players that can win the Premier League. One of them absolutely will win the Premier League, and the other one would most likely win the Premier League with a little bit, harder competition because they're not as good as his first string. But
yeah, I mean, it was the same for City. They shouldn't have got the win on that game. And then who do they bring on? They bring on Foden in the last 10. Well, I think he had about 5 minutes, and he gets the assist. It's just why you got someone like Foden. Everyone was saying he's going to be a starter now, and he gets benched and he plays 5 minutes. I don't get it. I mean, I know you've got European games coming up. It's probably about that.
Yeah. Well, this is my week 1. Good first week, solid 80 points. I was happy with that. Anana, clean sheet, Shaw, yellow card, but 5. Chilwell, nearly scored, got the bonus points. Saka got the bonus points. Maddison, good game. Haaland, captain. No real lost points.
That's a solid start, Nick.
No lost points on the bench, but it was all downhill from here. 34 points week 2. And this is me trying. I mean, sure, we got beat. Man, I got beat 2-0. Rashford, Nana. It all went wrong. Trippier, Chilwell, all bad weeks. Obviously, Shaw's out now for the best part of 3 to 5 months. He's out for a long time. So there's that.
I don't like him at the back, mate. I don't like United at the back. So I think it's,
Yeah, Maddison there. He disappointed me week 2. Took him out of my team, didn't I? Haaland, disappointing. Watkins, all right, 5 points. But again, no real lost points down here, which I take heart from. Week 3, 40 points. Onana, nothing. Trippier, nothing.
Go. Brighton
got stuffed. Chilwell, all right, Rashford got 7 points. Haaland got 8 points.
So you took out Fernandes. Took out
Maddison.
Yeah.
Maddison got 10 or 12 points in week 3. So I think for me, I might do a similar thing to you. Get rid of Anana and bring in Edison. Just for sheer.
How many transfers you got this week?
Oh, let's have a look.
And don't forget, after this game week, Nick, we got 2 weeks off because it's the international break.
Oh yeah. So I've got 1 transfer left. Where do you put it? Where do you put that transfer?
Where do you put the transfer? Let's have a look at your team. Right, let's have a look at your team. You got anything? You got any money in the bank? 1.7 million. Okay, let's go down a minute. Let's have a look at your team. One sec, see what I would do on it. I would be tempted to go for Jackson. Get Jackson in.
You reckon?
Can you get him in?
Jackson.
He's 7 million. Yeah, maybe no. I don't reckon you can stretch to him, mate. Taking out your McAteer, I don't think you'll stretch to him on that because I think he's 7-odd million. 7.1 million Jackson is.
7.1. But do I take out?
You could go for a -4 and take out Mitoma or Chong.
Yeah, Chong's not enough. 1.7.
No, Mitoma. Take Mitoma out and go for. Who could you go for a -4? To take him out, you could chuck in. Who's a cheap one that's doing well at the moment? Have a look at the midfielders, all the midfielders by points. Someone like a Diaby. I don't know how much Diaby is, but he's a good shout. Yeah, take him out. Yeah, stick in Jackson and see what you're left with. How much you got? 5.7.
Yeah, but I can't do the extra transfer.
But yeah, you get a -4, mate. You'll get -4 for that.
Oh, okay.
You can take a -4 for it if you feel it's worth it. I did a -4 last week.
Oh, got you. Didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. Of course you can, mate. You can do that. So you could go for Rodrigo, mate. Have you got 5.7? Is that?
I've got 5.7.
Yeah, you could go Rodrigo, mate. Man City.
Is that Rodri?
Yeah.
The guy that scored last week.
Yeah, he's on fire at the moment. He's done 26 points so far.
He has.
So, you've really upgraded your team there on a -4. That's it. Confirmed. That's it.
Yeah.
And then look at that, mate. That is a strong team for game week 4, mate. I mean,
I think that's the one, isn't it?
That is a very, very strong side,
obviously,
mate.
United.
Let's have a look. Go back again. Go back down. Who's that City player? Jackson. You've got to bring Jackson in for Chong.
Oh, yeah.
So bring Jackson in for Chong.
Yeah.
And then who you captaining? Haaland, of course it is. And then save that team. I think you've got a strong team there.
Yeah, that'll probably get me about 41 points.
That's big score. That's a big score this week, mate. No, I don't think so. I think that's a strong side, mate.
Yeah, I mean, my bench is poor. Like, no offense, guys on the bench, but they're all 4.5, 5.5
no,
million.
You haven't got a good bench. There's no two ways.
My power is in my main team. My only worry is Arsenal, Man United. I've got 4.
Yeah, look, you could concede a few goals there. But I think
as long as Saka and Odegaard score one each and Rashford gets a hat-trick, I'm happy.
Yeah, but to be honest, Rashford now, I mean, it's the same old. They tried playing him through the middle. It never works. They put him back on the left. Guess what? It starts working again.
Exactly.
So, so play people in their position. And then
there is talk that ROland could play for United this weekend.
All right. Okay.
So that'll be interesting.
Well, that actually might be good for the complete team. That might be good for the likes of Rashford and Fernandes.
Yeah, exactly.
So actually, I think that's a really strong side, mate. I mean, can you go back to mine a minute as well? Just have a quick look at mine. That's a good side, Nick.
Right, bear with.
We like that, mate. We like that. I think you'll be overtaking me this week.
I'm happy with that.
I was slightly tempted to go for a wild card, but I'm going to resist. I'm waiting until after the couple of weeks. We're just going to see what happens. I tell you what I'm going to do. Probably get into about game week 6 or 7 and see. Then look at it.
Yeah. How many wild cards do you get a season?
You get one wild card before Christmas.
Yeah.
And you get another one after Christmas.
Okay, got it.
And then you get a free hit, which is a complete change of your team one game week. Which is always best to do it on, like when you get half the teams aren't playing and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Or double game weeks, things like that, and then you get your triple captain, one triple captain. Again, do that on a double game week.
Yeah.
And you get your substitute points as well on one of the thingies.
What's good between me and you is we've got a couple of players the same, so Haaland, Saka, and Jackson, and Estepanin, and they're the only players that we have. Chilwell, I suppose. But
I like Luis Diaz. I do like Luis Diaz.
You've got Diaz, Foden, Maddison, Gabriel, Edison, and Wissa, all point-capable players that I don't have.
Yeah, I like it, mate. I like my team. I'll tell you what, Gabriel, I'm going to leave there. Just because, and this is the reason. Arsenal last game were not good. They conceded those 2 goals, didn't they? And I've got a feeling that might be a wake-up call to start getting Gabriel back in the side.
Well, they've got to do something, haven't they?
Well, let's bring him back. I mean, he was good last season. He played almost every game.
What do you think? Do you reckon City?
They're talking about him going to Saudi, aren't they?
Yeah, but do you reckon City could have a perfect season? Win every game?
It's possible, but I don't think it'll happen.
I don't think it'll happen, but I think if they concentrate enough, they're capable, which is quite a scary thing to say.
If they concentrate enough, they would. But the problem they've got, City, they got away with it last time, very close. But you can't have Foden on the bench, mate. I'm sorry, you're taking someone like Foden for granted. And no, I go on about Foden. But he is the best player in that side.
The problem you've got,
in my opinion,
Pep.
He's the best player in that side.
Pep
I think he's better than Haaland.
Yeah, no, I mean Pep will always play.
I just said it for everyone out there. I just said that. Yes, you heard me correctly. I said Foden, I believe, is better than Haaland. I think he's the best player on the pitch. It's what he brings to the team. Haaland is okay. He's a dog. He's the dog. He'll get the ball in the back of the net for you. But he does nothing outside of that.
No, he doesn't, no.
And you got someone like Foden, not only can he be the dog, but he can be the dog man who's actually giving the dog a bone.
Yeah.
He gives the dog a bone. He gives the dog a bone, mate. And does the man give a dog a bone?
But the only issue is you will always get tinkering with Pep because he will structurally play a team that he thinks is capable of winning against the team that they're up against. And Foden will always play in the biggest games, but he might not play in the smaller games. That's just the way Pep's going to go.
It frustrates me, Nick.
Yeah,
I like him a lot. I want to see him all the time. Such a good player to watch. I love it. He's fantastic, mate, on the ball.
Oh no, I know. He's incredible. It's incredibly bizarre that he doesn't play all the time. But then, he doesn't play all the time for England either. Like it's just the way it is at the moment. But
I think that's strange. But he had that near perfect game. They played him down the middle, his favoured position.
Yeah.
And he ripped it up. He was the man of the match. He was brilliant. He was brilliant. And then on the next game, they go, "Oh no, we're not going to have you. We're not going to have you. We'll stick you on the bench."
Yeah. How old is he now? Does it say?
No, it doesn't say that.
No.
Go up a minute. Maybe it does.
No, it doesn't say up there. I mean, he got 142 points last season.
He's got to be about 23, I would have thought.
137 season before, 135. I mean, he's played, not much there, but he's had five seasons in the Premier League now.
He isn't getting enough game time, Nick.
No.
But I'm telling you now, if he played every game when he was in that Man City side, I'm going to say this again for all you content creators. The man is a 30-goal a season player who's not getting any game time. You can't expect, and it comes on 5 minutes here and 10 minutes there, and he's still getting returns.
Yeah, I mean, he only played 1,800 minutes last season.
I know. It's incredible. And he scored, 11 goals and 7 assists.
Yeah, you compare that to Saka.
Hang on. Hang on. Let's work that out. So how many minutes?
1,800.
Right, hang on. So I'm going to calculate this. So 1,800 divided by 90. So he played 20 games, exactly 20 games.
Yeah.
Out of 38, is it?
Yeah.
20 games.
20 games
right?
Time out of 38.
20 games. So he did half the season, and he's done how many goals again?
Goals.
11 goals and 7 assists. That's 19 returns on half the. I mean, it's ridiculous, but not just that. I mean, that stat in itself is pretty incredible.
Yeah, I mean, he's a 20-goal a season player based on that.
Well, he's actually not, Nick. This is the reason he's not. That stat from last season tells a bit of a. It doesn't tell the full story. If you're a player like Foden and you know you're nailed, you feel comfortable about it. So that poor guy's got to come on. He's thinking, I've got to score here. I've got to do something. I'm stressed. I've got to make it happen. Absolutely. If he's comfortable and he's in the side and he's not getting that rotation risk, the guy is going to be more comfortable. He's going to be on his game more. He's going to. Listen to me, my friend. I know you've got a bad back and you're getting sorted out there. FPL Roland Rat have seen it. We've seen what's going on.
But 38 games in the Premier League, he started 22 of them. Started 22 games out of 38.
There you go.
For what Pep said is the most naturally gifted player he's ever seen, including Messi.
That's right. He said he compared it to Maradona.
Yeah, but now, his stats are that he started 22 games last season out of 38. And I don't believe he was massively injured, so...
No, and his game
compare that with Saka. Saka started 37 of 38 games, 14 goals, 12 assists.
Well, look at that. It's almost the same as Saka.
3,183 minutes compared to 1,800 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, that's what people don't realise. They stick that. Foden is not getting a fair run, mate. He's not.
No, I agree.
And he's unlucky as well. He's unlucky, Foden is. I tell you what, I remember back to the days when Theo Walcott for Arsenal.
Mm.
And he frustrated me. Theo Walcott because he's a great player, but I saw the player that was Theo Walcott, and I've just thought this guy is getting absolutely. Arsene Wenger was just not playing him.
No.
It was just it, and he ruined him.
You had the England team, didn't you? With the when you went to the 2002 World Cup in South Korea and Japan, and as a 16-year-old because he just joined Arsenal and defended.
That's it. Yeah,
he never played, never touched the ball.
No, there's players
worst thing they could have done.
Absolutely, mate. And you know what? There's players that are getting ruined for lack of game time.
Oh, absolutely.
They are. You know, I think about Dele Alli.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't say that guy is not a talent. He was a talented player.
He's a talent, yeah.
He wasn't getting the games. He went off. Then he lost his confidence. You lose your confidence, you lose your career.
Football, it's everything. Yeah, everything.
You lose your confidence, you lose your career.
Yeah,
it's a good job that Foden's got an ego because he knows how good he is, and that's why. I it should be called FPL Foden because I love him so much. But I do absolutely love the guy.
How much is he paying you for all this?
Yeah, he doesn't have to pay me anything, does he? But he's just what a player. What a player, mate. I love him. I absolutely love him.
I like him, but
yeah, well, you can't.
I wish he wasn't at City.
I bet you'd love him if he played for United, mate. You'd be all over him.
He plays for the wrong team, dude. He plays for the wrong team.
Yeah, exactly. If he's a United player, you wouldn't even stop talking about him.
No.
But if he played for United, guess what? He'd play every single game, mate. Every minute of every game. Of course he would. He'd be right behind
Fernandes.
Well, who?
Bruno.
Yeah, he probably would actually.
Bruno.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right then, Roland Rat fans.
Is that it, mate? Is that it? So what are we thinking? What are we thinking, Rat fans? What are we thinking? So
I'm hoping to have a strong game week. I'm hoping to get my numbers back into week 1 numbers, 80 plus. That's my target. That's what I'm going for.
Well done, mate. Do you know something, Nick? I'm with you, and I'm just going to say this now to all our Rat fans. I'm actually going to go against Haaland this week. I'm going against Haaland, and guess who I'm putting the captain's armband on, Nick? I'm going to change it over.
On Foden, aren't you?
I'm going Foden because I've bigged him up so much.
Not even going to play. He's going to get a hat trick. He won't even start.
He'll get a hat trick, mate.
You watch, Roland Rat fans. As soon as team sheets announced and Foden's not playing, someone else will be the captain of old Mr. Dave over here.
Trust me, mate. Foden is captain. He's going to get a hat trick. He's going to play him this week.
All right, and don't forget to like, subscribe, all that jazz, guys.
And remember what you're playing for, kids.
There's the prize. And
there's the prize. Look, he's got his Hawaiian top on, mate. Roland Rat.
And we'll see you in game week 5 when we're in the international break. Like, subscribe, share, all those things. Rats out.